All right, so welcome to this session all about buying and selling online. For those of you who've come here from TikTok, I'm Graham, and I've been over the last 2-3 weeks trying to sell some shoes. I'll get a little bit more into that in just a moment. Whoa, 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 whoa! Like and subscribe for more. I've got loads and loads of questions about why I'm doing this, why I'm trying to sell this, and I figured the best thing to do would be to get an actual expert in, because I'm still learning as I go. I'm sharing that journey with you if you're following me on TikTok. And I've got Adam Sindel with us, who is the Managing Director of BritDeals. Adam, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So let me just explain briefly why we're here and why Adam's joined us for this conversation. So about was it about 2-3 weeks ago, Adam, I put a video out
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, I think got some leads to your business, which is BritDeals, and I literally just looked around online and I thought, if I was going to buy something online from a wholesaler and I was going to sell it on something like eBay or Amazon, how would I do that? And I found your website and I made this really short video, put it up on TikTok, and I think within the first 24 hours we had like 30,000 views or something, and I think it led to some inquiries to your site.
Yeah. So we have on our website, it tracks how many unique visitors I get. And then this one day, I see this number skyrocket. And I talk to my IT team, and I'm like, hey, guys, is the website glitching out? Because I'm not used to seeing hundreds and hundreds in a single day. And they told me, no, it's not a glitch. That's a real number. Then I was like, okay, let me do some investigating and see. This is cool. I like it. I love it. But where did this number come from? So then we found your video and was like, that has to be it. And here we are.
Absolutely. And well, we've since I was telling the story so we can see why we've arrived here. We've since spoken, and I mean, I've only known you for a couple of weeks. But one of the things that we kind of said would be quite interesting, because one of my pet hates from my TikTok channel is all of the fake gurus, the furus, we might call them, who are online selling really overpriced courses. And there's always people, because my course is my channel is all about buying and selling, making money, saving money, side hustles. And there are always people saying to me, what would you buy and sell? How would you start on this? And that was what led me originally to do the first TikTok that led to the spike on your demand there. And I thought, well, why don't we see if we can actually do this? So rather than selling a course about how to buy and sell, I thought, well, why don't we actually try and sell some stuff? So I've ended up getting a couple of box loads of stuff from you, haven't I, Adam?
Yes.
So we've got,
I believe two shoe lots you bought from me.
2 shoe lots, yeah, absolutely. So I've now got a whole load of shoes. Let's get onto the shoes in a minute. But Adam, look, this is your website. I'm not turning this into an advert for your business. You know that's not what I'm all about. But just walk us through the key things here. So anybody that's interested in doing what I'm doing, and we'll look at some of my lots in a minute. Just walk us through the key things we've got on the page here.
Yeah, so when you get to my website, if you're not logged in, this is literally what you see. So you'll see our hot items will go on the scroll bar there, and everything is sorted by category. So like on the left side for our individual items, you see there's toy and baby, office and supply, computers, home, yada, yada, yada. So we sort everything by category as to how it comes in, and it'll tell you how many items we have in there. We also have lots, which would be on the next page over, and these could be the shoes, apparel, gaming, all kinds of things we have in there. And there's some new categories coming soon that I'm not going to spoil just yet, but we have some new things in the pipe that I'm really excited about.
And one of the things, Adam, that I've got asked a lot since I've started sharing my journey, and you'll know because you've seen these now. I did me signing up to BritDeals. I did me looking at some stock, me choosing some stock. I'll share some of the stock in a moment. Right the way through, a lot of people ask about the login part here, and the most often asked question I get is, do I need to be a limited company? Do I need a VAT registration? Loads of people consider, what's this UTR number? Why do I need to share it? So just help me through some of that.
Okay, so there are laws called Know Your Customer. And what that means is I have to verify who I'm selling to and that they are a registered business or in the UK goes a registered sole trader, which means you would have what's called a UTR number, which is assigned to you from HMRC. So you could be a sole trader with a UTR number. You could be a limited company with a company reg. That ID is cool. If you don't have one, we don't require it. It's not a requirement at all.
So speaking as a customer, I I landed on this page solely because I'd looked at 3 or 4 sites and it was a bit muddy, kind of wading through, trying to find what was available and how
Hmm.
things were. And so I'm not blowing smoke here. I'm like a massive fan, but I kind of like the fact I could just kind of go through here. I could see what was available, and the actual login process. Again, a few people have asked me about this. It's stupid fast, isn't it? Because it's like what, 5
Yes.
questions you get?
Well, depending on how fast you can type, it should take about a minute.
Okay,
For some people who are the one-finger typers, maybe 3 minutes. I don't
okay.
have the, so, but to register is very quick, and the application process to actually buy from us, once you get that filled out and uploaded to us, within 1 to 2 days you are activated and ready to buy.
Cool. So that's the site for those people that are interested in following my journey that I'm doing. I've got a number of followers that have actually said, I'm going to buy some shoes. And why are you buying shoes as well? This is why you're buying shoes. I said, okay, well, I'm buying shoes for some reasons that may not be good reasons, because I'm mainly making some videos here about whether this works or not. Because one of the things I talk about a lot, Adam, on the channel is, I think if you're going to do a side hustle, if you're going to buy and sell something, you probably want to do something you know a little bit about or you have some interest
Yep.
in, and there's some
Hmm.
margin. Now I've dispensed with those first two because you and I spoke a little bit, and I said, but you know what, the margin on these shoes is good. So if I can make it work with shoes, pretty much anybody ought to be able to make it work with anything, right?
Well, if you can do it, of course, I would say. But yeah, I mean, shoes are easy because everyone needs shoes. Everyone wears shoes, so it's a very easy thing to buy and sell, in my opinion.
Well, I think the other thing is as well that they've all got to be posted, and the shoes come in a box. So
Hmm.
you can do that for a bit, and there's no major issue because it's a pair of shoes, right? So it's all good to send
Yep,
out.
exactly.
So this was one of my 2 lots. I bought 1823 and 1824, and just walk me through what we've got here. Just again, so from the perspective of somebody who's doing this for the first time.
Yeah, so when these come in, we scan them up, and then we put them in a box, and we take a quick picture of it so you could see what they look like. So there's no guessing of, are they in the original box? Are they doing no, none of that. Just here's how they look so you know that they are brand new when you're getting them. And the condition will tell you is there right now. This is brand new 100%. The exact number of pieces, so there should be 11 pieces in that lot. It'll tell you it's one box, and the estimated selling price, which your shoulder is blocking, and now it's not. So if you were to sell this whole thing on Amazon, you should net around 870.31,
So
according to the API that gives us that info.
so that we can come to pricing in a minute, but just a couple of things here that again I'm kind of interested in. I was expecting Adam to get a box full of stuff that was a little bit tatty. I thought maybe the product would be okay, but the boxes themselves would be a bit battered. But this is properly brand new looking, isn't it?
Yes.
So the question is going to be, and I think we've got some questions actually. We'll come up later on. We've got an Ask the Boss section. You don't know what these questions are, but I will tip you off. At least one of the questions
Oh
is,
boy.
yeah, sorry, how do you get this stuff? Where do you get this stuff from? So I do want to ask you that question in just a moment. Because these are all brand new as well, aren't they? These aren't things that have been returned to wherever you get your stuff.
Correct.
Cool.
Correct. So yeah, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. So basically, we buy overstock from companies that either don't want it anymore, they're trying to get rid of it, and they dump it to us at a stupid low price. And then we resell it at a stupid low price. So
Right.
we win, you win, everyone wins.
All right, cool. So let's look at some of the pricings. This is just one of, I think you call them manifests, don't you? And
Yep.
I've got all this stuff listed right now. I'm using eBay, by the way, because I
Okay.
feel comfortable with eBay. So the sums I've worked out are the total Amazon estimate of the price, and you've put Amazon prices down here. I think
Yep.
that the total you've worked out for the stock I've got is about 1,400. The total
Somewhere around there.
delivery and stock was about 360. So I'm actually aiming for about 720. So I'm kind of thinking I've got a load of spare. If I can do more than that, brilliant. And if I do less than that, I've still doubled my money, which is not a bad position to be in, is it?
Correct.
And these items here are, I've already got, I think, 3 watches on these. I've already sold a pair of these. So I'm really chuffed to kind of see that. I'm not going to talk about what has sold. I do have a question for you in a minute. I'm not going to talk about what has sold because I'm going to do I hope, an exciting reveal video of where I am 1 week in the next day or so. But the question that caught my eye was this bit right at the top here: price too high, enter the price you're willing to pay. Are you telling me we can negotiate? Is that what you're telling me?
Of course.
Really?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. So on the first order, there is a flat discount that we give you.
Right.
So on the shoes, it's 50% off on my published price.
Okay.
There is a cap of 2,500. So if a lot happens to be over 2,500, that discount will not apply. But let's say I have a lot posted at 300 pounds, just for whatever. If you check out on that on your first order, it's 150 to you.
Okay. And
all you're going to pay extra to that would be VAT and postage, which we charged 10 pounds a box.
And this whole thing here, though, about negotiating on the price into the price you're willing to pay here, that's a thing you're encouraging. How many people use that? How popular is that?
I probably sort through maybe 150 offers a day.
Wow. Okay.
So people see it, they can use it, they press the button, we review it. If it looks good to us, we say, okay. If it doesn't look good to us, we do what's called a counter offer. So we'll send you back. We can't do your number, but how about this number? And we go back and forth.
This is a little bit like the eBay thing, isn't it? The buy it now price, or the what are you prepared to offer? And then you offer this and it will come back.
Sort of in a way. Yeah.
All right, that's good to know. So getting through some of that, then I've got some of this stock up live right now, which I'm really excited about to be can actually sell this stuff because who knows. But one of the things that caught my ear then was you said you'd 150 of these offers a day. How much stock are you moving through on a day-by-day basis? Because you're based in Warrington in the UK, right?
Correct. Yes.
So what's the size of all this? What's the scale of all this? How much stuff are you moving on a day?
That exact number I couldn't tell you. It depends on the day. Okay. So I could shift 40 lots in a day. I could shift 10 lots in a day. It really depends on when we log in the morning. Let's see who's buying and who's doing what. So it can change from day to day, but every day I have constant orders going out and new stock coming in.
So give me an idea in terms of scale. How big is the operation? Are we talking you might not get this reference actually because you're not from the UK, are you, Adam?
I am an American.
You're an American. Sorry. Okay. So you might not get this reference, but is this a Del Boy Arthur Daily lockup, or is this an enormous warehouse, or somewhere in between? What have we got here?
Well, I got a 25,000 square foot warehouse behind me.
Oh, that sounds big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, pretty big.
You don't know Arthur Daily or Del Boy, do you?
No, I've never heard that reference.
I'm not gonna waste the time. That sounds fine. All right, let's get into some of these questions then, because these I think are some really good questions, and I'm going to try and name check the various people that asked me these questions. So what I did, Adam, you don't know this, but I got the stock arrive from BritDeals just over a week ago, actually. And I put out a video of me opening it, and I invited some comments, got some great comments. One of the sandals, I thought I can't imagine this selling, and I put that video out. Well, would you buy this? And I got some really good reviews on that. So what I've been doing all this week is saying, right, this is the thing that's going up for sale. This is the interest I've got, and that's been really, really interesting. It's building quite a lot now. So various people coming back saying, I want and don't sell. And 2 days ago, I said to the channel, what questions would you like to ask the boss? We've got the MD here. So Adam, there's a range of these. I don't reckon you're going to want to answer all of these. So I said I
Can
will
I plead
ask
the
them.
fifth on
Is
any
that,
of
is
them?
that a fair? You are sorry?
Can I plead the fifth on any of them?
You
It's
can
an
plead
American
the fifth.
reference, but
You can plead the fifth. Listen, just say it's commercially confidential if it's not a thing you can answer, because I appreciate we're talking about
okay.
your business now rather than wholesaling in general. Although some of these questions are about wholesaling in general, which is one of the reasons I really wanted an expert on this. So the first question is actually, so Hamdi Goma 171 says, I want to sell online, but I don't know what product I can sell. Give me an answer on that one.
Well, if you're on Amazon, you could pretty much sell anything. I know certain brands and certain product lines can be what they call gated. I have had customers in the past use my invoice, send it to Amazon. As long as it's 10 pieces or more, Amazon will then ungate you and say, have fun, sell it. But it really depends on your account and where you're selling it at. For Amazon, you could pretty much sell everything. I know certain brands are gated in certain categories. They want to see you put some orders in before they say, oh, you want to sell toys? All right, well, do 100 orders first, and then we'll let you sell toys. Or, oh, you want to sell these high-end electronics? Do X amount of orders, then you can sell this. Or give us an invoice within the last 90 days. Must be at least 10 pieces. Tell us where you got it from. Give us the invoice. Amazon then calls me, hey, did this guy really buy it from you at this price? And I go, yes, they did. Here's the invoice number. Here's the customer details. We confirm the invoice with Amazon. Amazon then goes back to the customer and says, yes, you're right. This is a real invoice. We approve you. Have a nice day.
So Adam, I get what you're saying. Pretty much can be anything. My original thing that I've been talking about is probably a reasonable guideline for most of us then. Something you know about, something you're interested in, and something where you believe the margin is worth you buying the risk and then you selling up the price you think you'll get. That'd be a reasonable guide?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. This question from Fully 11: do you do any product research before you buy, or do you just take the stock you get offered that's the cheapest? It's a great question.
It's a little bit of both. So it depends on the type of stock. But for certain items, me and my team will spend maybe 30, 40 hours a week just researching all these offers that we get, and then we'll put in the order. So it's a little bit of both. If some things are like, hey, we'll give you this for 5 cents each, we don't even think, we just take. If it's other items like high-end electronics and stuff like that, we do some research. We see, all right, well, how does this sell on Amazon? How does it sell on eBay? How does it sell here? Would my customer base be interested in something like this?
Okay. A question from M Architect 1948. Do you think selling artworks is a bad idea? Oh, sorry. Do you think selling art works, or is it a bad idea to try an art business, drawings, paintings, or miniature stuff for figures? What's your view on that?
I have no idea. I've never sold anything like that. I wouldn't want to give an answer because I wouldn't know if it's accurate or not.
I think
I
your
don't
point,
deal with stuff like that, so
no, but
I really
the
don't
point
know.
is surely you mentioned Amazon. You can buy everything on Amazon. You can buy most stuff on eBay, and if you're into, in this case, art, there's going to be sites that sell it, and there are clearly, it's enough of a big enough niche, but you've got to know what you're doing before you move into that, perhaps.
Yeah, like if you know what you're doing, go for it. Sure.
Makes sense.
Like me personally, I know nothing about art, and I wouldn't even try because I would probably be a failure in it, to be honest.
All right.
But if you know it, go for it.
Let me ask this next question from Spence Mark, and I love this question. I think it's kind of got a little bit of a poke into you here. Do you and your staff take first pick of incoming stock and leave the rest for us?
So, goods get to my warehouse. They get scanned in 10 minutes. They're on my website.
Whoa.
The only time I hold stuff is if it's something that like I want for myself, that I'll be very quick about it and pull it. But for the most part, it gets to my receiving area. My guys receive it. It gets online to the website within 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like, for example, Like this Artemi Panarin Funko, which I'm not sure if you know who this is, but he is a hockey player for the New York Rangers.
Okay.
One of my favorite players in the league and one of my favorite teams. So I saw that come in. I wanted one for myself, so I just quickly snatched it before I went to the website. But yeah, it comes in 10 minutes. It's on the website.
Because you're about through stuff fast, aren't you? You got to stuff in, fill your warehouse,
Correct.
and get
It's all
out
about
quick as,
speed.
right?
All about speed.
Yeah. Okay. If you're buying from China, are you being hit with the same increased shopping costs? And if so, how are you getting around that? Says Stringers85.
Haven't bought anything from China. I know we tried doing this one deal with China a while ago, but it just fell through. It seemed a little shady, to be honest. My buyers are always exploring options, and I'm here to keep them in reality to say, all right, but here's going to be the shipping cost, here's going to be the customs charge, here's going to be the freight cost. And those you have to factor in as a landed cost to say, okay, yeah, I'm getting it this cheap, but after I add on all these extra costs, is it still worth it? So have I done anything with China? No. Is it something I'm ruling out? No. So it's possible, but as of right now, I haven't done it yet. So.
How does a wholesaler find suppliers? I would love to do a wholesale business. Now, I'm guessing you can't tell me all of this, can you?
No. Google is your friend. That would be one way. If you're a limited company, you'll have better success in dealing with wholesalers. Because like with us, we have no problem with sole traders. I love them. I'll take them. No problems. Because to me, B2B, money is money. I'm cool with it. Some of the bigger guys, they'll see you as a sole trader and go, "You're wasting my time. Go away. I'm not dealing with you."
I think this guy, who by the way is Doggy Walker 86, I think they're saying, how would they set up their wholesale business? And my response to that, is not knowing the industry, has got to be, well, that's kind of part of what you got to learn if you want to get into the industry, and no one's probably going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I would say is you want to be a limited company. If you know you're going to break the VAT threshold, sign up for that and get that out of the way. And then just start poking, just Google, like I said, Google is your friend.
Google's your friend.
Find various wholesalers and just sign up for accounts and see what they tell you.
So there you go. All right.
That's really it.
Harrison Leach, I think you've already dealt with this, in which case there's probably not a huge amount to add. How much room is there for negotiation? We touched on that earlier on, right? Yeah,
it depends item to item and lot to lot. So certain items we expect to make X amount and for it to sell at X amount. The pricing I put items up at, I believe, is very fair. I try to be a third below what the Amazon price is. So let's say it's on Amazon at, let's say, 55. On my site, it'll be probably between 16 and 19.
And look, and here's the thing, right? I mean, this isn't just your business. This is buying and selling the world over. If I'm going to spend 50 quid with you, as opposed to if I'm going to spend 100,000 with you, I've got a lot more leeway if I'm spending 100,000 with you because there's more to play with, right?
Probably, yeah. So like I say, it depends on the order, it depends on the item, and it goes item to item. So there's a combination of factors involved.
All right, so listen, it's time for a pointy question again. Why aren't you, Adam, selling the stock yourselves on eBay if there are such high margins? That's Jack Veloster. I know Jack, by the way, and all these people I think have been following for a while. So why aren't you selling the items yourself on eBay?
Oh, we've always had the B2B model, so business to business. We tried B2C at one point, but the customer service just wasn't worth it. I say this in the nicest way possible, but most Amazon customers are idiots and they don't know what they're signing up for. Like I said, nicest way possible. And sometimes I just either don't want to deal with that question, or when you answer them the same thing multiple times and they don't get it, it can be tricky. So we prefer, you know what, straight B2B. We don't want to deal with the end consumer. So we'll deal with you, the wholesaler or the sole trader. We have no problem dealing with you guys, answering all your questions. But as far as the end consumer goes, sometimes it could be a little bit of a struggle. It's a
different skill set, right? So I get that. And as you said right at the beginning, you're all about speed. Get the stuff in, you ideally need to move it straight out. Let's stay with the tough questions. The Couch Man wants to know, why do you charge such a high restocking fee, even if I cancel before items are dispatched?
So Restocking fee we charge is 15%, which you can find is pretty much standard across any company.
Yep.
The reason, and it only gets charged if we have already prepped the order, put the man work into it, because we'll get orders where a guy orders, let's say, 1,500 quid worth of merchandise, and then he'll say, oh, I want to cancel these 4 line items off it, and this is 5 hours after the fact, and my guys just spent an hour and a half preparing everything.
I'm guessing
this is basically to reimburse for
boxes and taking things out, right?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. So, especially when they tell me I already packed this order, it's 30 boxes, now I have to open everything. So I have to basically, the box now becomes garbage because I have to I can't reuse it. The tape that was used has to be replaced. The items have to be put back on the shelves. So there's a lot of work involved with canceling an order.
And somebody needs to do all that stuff, right? So, if they're not doing the thing they should be doing, they're doing this instead. It's got to be paid for. All right, that makes sense. Thank you. Let's keep going. You good with this question still? We good for a little bit of time longer?
Yeah. I'm good.
Good stuff. All right. So now there's no way. I don't know. Maybe this isn't about your business particularly, but perhaps general. What is the margin of a wholesaler between buying the products and shipping them onto the next business? It says Braddle, then 37. I think that's probably Bradley. So what's the margin?
It depends on the type of items you're selling. Like, let's say Apple AirPods, just as an example. Your expected GP on that is probably going to be 4 or 5%,
right.
if that, going from trader to trader. So it really depends on the item, how much room there is to the end person where it ends up going, which would be the retail channel. So whoever's last on the list, usually they're getting it at the highest price. Usually that's how it works. But it really depends item to item. So for normal wholesale world where you're doing these, 100K orders, 5 to 7 points, maybe.
All right, lovely.
Anything more than that is gold. So.
Can you get high-end brand returns and clearance stock, popular stock like JD Sports, says Patrick Singh Nelson?
Yeah, we have customer returns in gaming right now. So I've seen PlayStation 5 controllers, PlayStation 5 remotes, the headsets, Turtle Beach headsets, PS4 controllers, PS4 consoles, Nintendo Switches. And of the ones I've sold, I've had nothing but great feedback for them. So they're customer returns.
How long does PS5 stuff sit with you then, Adam?
Maybe a day or two.
Wow, okay.
If that.
So that's a thing people need to look out for if they want PS5, which I believe is quite popular these days.
Yeah, I have one in my living room, so I know it's popular because I play on one, and I don't want to tell you how much I paid for mine because I'm a little embarrassed by it, but I wanted one and I got one, so we'll just keep it at that.
What's your favorite, slightly off questions here, what's your favorite game right now then?
My favorite game is Destiny 2, which I'm pretty big into.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Outriders. That game looks fun.
I'm a big fan of Assassins, so I'm currently my way around England, actually, chopping up the Saxon, which is enormously enjoyable. All right. So, with electrical items, I assume you don't have any guarantee, says Jack Veloster.
If they're brand new, the manufacturer will cover the warranty. So I really can't offer a guarantee other than saying it's brand new, should work. I was told it's brand new, so I'm telling you it's brand new. And when it comes to me, it's in pristine condition, so I have to assume it's brand new. Obviously, I know some electricals they just don't work or they break, but that's covered under the manufacturer warranty.
That's all covered then. All right, cool. Staying with that sort of theme, how do you get hold of QA failed products, quality assured products, for example, super dry hoodies that don't pass the quality checks? That's Patrick Singh Nelson again.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I know I have what's called shelf pull apparel on my site right now, which is basically customer returned apparel. Hasn't been worn, hasn't been used, just someone bought it. They didn't like it, returned it, and it's no longer in the original box, or the box is a bit dinged up. That's pretty much it. As far as the QA stuff, I really don't know. It's not something I've looked into yet. It might be
I'm
something I look into.
I'm
But
guessing, I don't know, but big brands, I mean, not just Superdry, but big brands, I would imagine if they've got something that's failed their quality checks, aren't necessarily going to want it to go out with the logo tag on it, because then that's their logo brand attached to something that's below quality, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So like I know that with that kind of stock, it usually ends up in a place like a TK Maxx, or if you're from the U.S. in Marshalls,
Yeah.
places like that. I've seen where there's like a Calvin Klein sweater and there's the L missing in the Calvin Klein logo or something, and you can get it for really cheap because obviously it failed the quality check.
It's a
But
cave in
we don't
kind.
have stuff like that yet, huh?
It's a cave in kind.
Basically, yeah.
I was missing.
Distant
Uh,
cousin, yeah.
so, how far are you along in the purchasing chain? Do you buy from the source or do you buy from another wholesaler?
It depends on the item. So most of our individual items we're first in the chain usually.
Yeah.
Other items we could be second or third or fourth. It depends.
All right. Last couple of questions then. This one's from McCarab. Will you start to do major skincare and hair care brands for wholesale, such as CeraVe and Neutrogena?
We're trying. We're
Okay.
trying. I know I get some Neutrogena in for that brand in particular.
Yeah.
They come here and there, but it is something that we're always exploring as far as options go.
Here's our last question. This is from Taduzi, I think, or Taduzi. How do you keep ahead of competitors?
We always check out what they're doing and say, how can I do it better?
All
And
right.
that's pretty much what we've been doing, and I think we're better than our competitors, in my opinion anyway. I'm a bit biased, obviously, but like I've seen some of our competitors' websites, and it looks like they're trapped in the 70s, and they don't want to either upgrade their infrastructure, they don't want to upgrade their look, and we're always constantly evolving, always adding features to our website. Like the offer thing that you saw there on the
Yes.
website, that was added about a week and a half ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Oh, really?
So we're always like we have a make an offer page anyway. That's always been there, but that
Yeah.
inline with the manifest, that's new. So
And
and we're always adding new features, new little things every week. There's always some minor changes, but we're always working on new things to do.
so, Adam, listen, let's really appreciate this time we've had talking, and I know you're mad busy because you've got all of the new stuff coming in, the new stuff going out, plus the returns you've got to occasionally deal with.
Hmm.
So you've got all of that currently, but let's just start to bring this towards an end. For people that have kind of thought maybe I should get into this, and maybe they like the sound of your site and how you work. Uh, what are they got to do? What's next thing? Are we simply need to come onto the website, log in, and have a look around?
Yeah, that would be it. They would just register, and if you want like what you see and you want to start buying, fill out the application, upload it back to us, and we'll get you sorted.
And how much are you able to help people? Because again, a lot of the questions I've been dealing with have asking questions that seem quite obvious to me, but I've worked for myself for 25 years. So for anybody that has got a job for the last 25 years, it is now tentatively dipping into a bit of a side hustle.
Hmm.
It is like running your own business. So how much are you able to support them or able to kind of take them by the hand and lead them, I guess?
I have a dedicated sales team that is here to help. So basically, when you sign up, one of my sales guys will tag themselves to your account, and then when we activate you, they'll be your go-to contact. So either it'll be this X, Y, or Z, and then we'll contact you, say, hey, thanks for signing up. We appreciate you signing up. Thanks for filling out the application. Just so you know, you get that first order discount with us. Let me know if you have any questions.
Excellent. All right. Well, listen, Adam, that's been absolutely brilliant talking to you about all of this. Really, really appreciate your time. And I'm hoping we've answered a load of questions there from the channel. And I'm going to be in touch soon to let you know how we're doing with the shoes.
All right, sounds good, my friend.
Good stuff. Well, great talking to you, Adam. I'll talk to you again soon.